Backlash from medical and parenting communities has been swift in the wake of President Donald Trump's announcement yesterday, linking the use of common pain medication Tylenol while pregnant to increased risk of autism. Tessa Bennett has been following the story and joins us with more on the response from within the U.S. and internationally. Good evening, Tessa.
Good evening, Manisa. Unsettling and dangerous are some of the words being used to describe yesterday's Oval Office news conference. No new research was presented by the Trump administration, and medical experts have been quick to reaffirm Tylenol is considered among the safest options to treat pain and fever during pregnancy.
Show us the data, show us the information, show us the justification, and then we can talk about it.
In an unusual news conference yesterday, U.S. President Donald Trump delivered medical advice to pregnant women and parents of young children after elevating controversial claims linking autism and the use of Tylenol by women while pregnant and certain vaccines in autism in children. Trump says the Food and Drug Administration, known as the FDA, would begin notifying physicians that taking acetaminophen during pregnancy could be associated with a higher risk of autism for their child.
This is a very strong recommendation, maybe stronger from me than from the group, because they're waiting for certain studies. I just want to say it like it is. Don't take Tylenol.
While a report from the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention released earlier this year did show an increase in the number of children in the U.S. who are receiving autism diagnoses, it cited broader testing and early detection methods, not the use of acetaminophen. Health experts from around the globe are now joining the chorus of medical professionals and organizations pushing back against President Trump's announcement.
There were some observational studies that have suggested a possible association between prenatal exposure to acetaminophen or paracetamol and autism. But the evidence remains inconsistent. Several studies that have done after that have found no such a relationship. And if the link between acetaminophen and autism were strong, it would likely have been consistently observed across multiple studies.
The lead author of the largest scientific study on the link between acetaminophen, also called paracetamol, used during pregnancy and autism, says Trump's team has misunderstood the evidence provided through numerous studies.
Trump's administration seemed to have misunderstood the available evidence. There has been small-scale studies that found some increased risk, but larger scale studies do not support this, including ours, but including studies from Japan and studies from Norway that have been on sufficient size to be able to rule out these risks. This has also been confirmed by independent bodies who have evaluated the evidence, and they all come to the same conclusion that paracetamol does not confer a risk of autism.
And the reaction outside the medical community and groups like parenting forums has largely been the same.
I think the dominant reaction on Mumsnet is one of frustration and some anger as well. I think most of our users see the comments as misinformed, harmful, and in some ways quite misogynistic, because again it's putting the blame on women for problems in pregnancy.
The Autism Science Foundation says it's deeply concerned by Trump's announcement, and his claims not only undermine public health and mislead families, but distract people from the urgent scientific work that still needs to be done. Trump took his argument over Tylenol beyond just the United States as well, claiming acetaminophen supplies are low in Cuba, causing lower levels of autism.
I mean, I hear Cuba, now again, you'll have to check this out, but I hear Cuba doesn't have it because it's very expensive. And they don't have the money to have it, or they don't want to spend the money to have it. They don't have Tylenol. And I hear they have essentially no autism.
In a statement of its own, the FDA says while an association between Tylenol and neurological conditions has been described in studies, a causal relationship has not been established.